what makes the redesigned 2023 Honda Pilot a better SUV than previous Pilots, and actually a better SUV than many other full-size SUVs? Tune in for this episode of The Real DC Car Guy to find out. It's William West Hopper from The Real DC Car Guy. So we're in the 2023 Honda Pilot, and it's a pretty impressive full-size SUV. Now, it's not an extra size SUV. This is basically, you're good for your family of 4 and a dog. I don't know that I would put 6 or 8 kids in here, but you can have seating for 8, and that makes a big difference. Cargo space is really key on any full-size SUV or any SUV, and especially a 3-row SUV. So how do you open up the cargo space? Either here, here, or inside. So let's do this. So you have a nice amount of cargo space for the 3rd row with the 3rd row up. There is a really good amount of space underneath here, and it says there's a spare tire down below. So there is a spare tire underneath here, which is something that you're not seeing on a lot of SUVs. So points up for having a real spare tire. So you've got your extra spaces here for things. So that's great. This does come out, not that you're going to really use it. If you want to put the 3rd row seats down, you just pull on these guys here and drop it down. You have a good amount of cargo space here with the 3rd row down, which is going to be very helpful for carrying gear, maybe your pets or whatever you want to carry. To bring them up, pull these guys up, and you'll notice that the seat reclines a little bit, so you can set it here or back there. So there is a little bit of an adjustment on the back for that. And these Velcro to that. There's one here. Honestly, I think while these are very useful, there are SUVs that have electric switches over here. Even though this seems a little antiquated, I kind of like this one better. Tethers here for baby seats for the back rows. Lots of space back here, a little bit of kubi space here. There is a 12-volt cigarette lighter outlet here. If you're looking for your jack and all, it's right back over here on the left side. So lots of space back here. And of course, what everybody has these days, the electric close. The whole reason you have a full-size SUV is for passenger space and cargo space. So with the 3rd row, there is a little button at the base of the 2nd row seat. You push that forward and mechanically it slides. And there's a nice amount of space to climb in back here. 3rd row, and look at that space. Plenty of room back there to get in. 2 nice, really comfortable and large seats back there, which is nice. It's got everything you would want in there. 3rd row access is very easy. Push the button. Mechanically, that slides there. There's plenty of amount of space. So I'm a 5'10" adult, and I'm getting in here pretty darn easily. Now there are, put the headrests up. There's seating back here for 2. Yeah, you could put a 3rd person back here, but I wouldn't do it. There really is, they're going to be like that. So it's really a 2-person 3rd row. 2 nice cup holders here. Air vent. There is a USB-A on either side, which is really nice. And there's plenty of headroom, which is really great. That's the part I really like. 3rd row, usually you're kind of like this, but not in the Pilot. There's plenty of room back here. Lots of space. Now let's just move this back. And so, all right, so it's back. I've got plenty of knee room here. There's a button here to push it to move it forward. And pretty nice back here. So let's roll this back. You can't see me back here now, but plenty of room, plenty of room. And if I wanted to get out and not move the seats, guess what? I can walk through the center here, and that works out really well. So easy to get in the back, very comfortable. Space back here. Also, it has a privacy shade, manual privacy shade on both right and left here. Nice big map pockets here. There's a little funky little thing here, a little pocket, you know, to put your phone or something in for somebody back here. Space back here, which is nice. Now these seats, let's see, do they do something? Yes, they recline a little bit, which is really nice too. And two, count them, two grab handles and two clothing hooks. Really, really important. All right, down below here this is the area. If there was a third seat dropped in, this is where it would go. But right now, it sort of has just a pad there for that. A 2-pin 110 AC outlet. So you have to turn that thing to get door. 2 USB A's, air conditioning controls, and air vents back here. One of the things that I didn't mention is that there are fold-down armrests on the outboard seats here on the second row. Pretty cool. So let's have a look at this engine compartment here. Now this is an American Honda Motor Company made engine. So Lincoln, Alabama was where the full vehicle is made. I am been told that the engines are made here as well. Pretty big engine compartment in here, and still lots of space in here to be able to work. So it's not like it's really tightly packed in. Windshield washer fluid there, oil check there, brake reservoir over there. It's like coolant down here. And it does look like there's the battery down there. So this is a 3.5 V6 with 285 horsepower, variable cylinder management, and it's attached to a 10-speed automatic transmission. An all-wheel drive system, an IVTM4 all-wheel drive system, integrated drive modes for normal, econ, sport, snow, tow, trail, sand. It also has hill start assist and hill descent control. While I didn't do a drive video with this vehicle, we took it on a long trip, and I gotta say, at first I didn't think these front seats would be that comfortable. They're actually very, very comfortable. So let's talk about the inside of the front of the 2023 Honda Pilot. First of all, big area here to put stuff. You're gonna be able to put maps, phones, little odds and ends of stuff in here. You also have a nice big storage area here, a little funky little area here. I don't know, my phone sort of fits in there, but as you know, what I really like is the wireless charging. And this does have wireless charging. It says be careful about metal objects, which makes sense there. So it tells you about that. But there is wireless charging right there. A USB-A and a USB-C. Now you're finding USB-A's in the back, but not C's. So here's your C. In here, no more USBs in here. There is a 12-volt cigarette lighter outlet here. And of course a nice glove box there, and pretty basic. These controls are pretty basic. You've got heated front seats, not heated rear seats in this model, though I'm sure you can get those as an option. Real buttons here, real buttons here. There are a couple of funky real buttons up here, but pretty much everything on here is touch screen. So if I wanted to go home, that's a real button, but all that's touch screen. The one downside I would say of the Pilot is this sort of antiquated pad-like screen. It could be a little bit fancier, a little bit nicer. It is better than the Ridgeline that we had before, but it's usable and it's fine. And it really does work off of your phone. So I have Android Auto, so the Android Auto is on there. So it really does kind of become a monitor of your phone, so which is great. Dashboard, pretty cool. Nicely lit up, nice and clean. Not a whole lot of different things that are going to change on it. Let me see what the home screen is. I've been averaging 19.5 mile per gallon on this vehicle. Tire pressure, that's easy. Maintenance, let's see what maintenance. Oil life is at 30%. Let's see what else is here. Seat belts. Guess what? My seat belt is. This display has been great. If a car slows down right in front of you, it says brake. It tells you a lot of what's going on. I can't say that visibility was A level, but it was A- level. I did still have to look around to find out what was around behind me. And if the privacy screens are up on the rear windows, it really does make it a little bit harder. Shiny black plastic. There is a lot of plastic in this vehicle. There is a lot of plastic. It also has this little thing for your sunglasses up here, but you know, that classic Honda Odyssey thing, so you can see what's going on in the back there. It does have a sunroof here, a glass movable sunroof in the front, which you're not finding a whole lot of in cars these days. You're getting more and more solid glass roofs, but it does have that. And the roof slides under the second row glass roof, so there is a solid fixed second row glass roof. And you can bring the glass roof closed, and then of course bring the sunshade closed. And it does have a nice sunshade. You know, there are a lot of those cars with fixed glass roofs these days, but they don't have a sunshade, they just have dark, and I really do like a sunshade. So controls up here. This slides, which is always a big thing for me. Also, you have a lighted vanity mirror, which is nice. So it does have the classic Honda Acura gear shift, which you have to get a little used to. Button there for drive, neutral, and a push for reverse, and then park. So I'm going to give this Honda Pilot 2 thumbs up for comfort and everything. It's not a lot of fancy things going on. There's not a lot of stuff. This is the great car for the family that just wants good, solid, basic transportation, and that's what you're going to get in this vehicle. Plenty of room, comfortable room. The car rides well. Yeah, it doesn't get a whole lot of great gas mileage because of the 6-cylinder engine, but you know, you're not going to get that when you're driving a full-size vehicle. So that's the way it is. In all, this is a great road trip car. So you're going to be road tripping on this with no problem.